Coming to you from the BroTrips studios, it's your gurus of golf, the top trip takers and the golf shot makers. It's Joey Freshwater and Kenny Buckets. Put your hands together for another exciting episode of the BroTrips podcast.
All right, so this episode's brought to you by Mura Golf. There's no sponsorship there, but we are praying that one day we get to go to Japan and get some custom Mura irons and wedges. From what I hear, the wedges are a little outdated, but hey, they're Mura.
No, they're definitely going to sponsor you.
Hopefully. I mean, look,
I can't wait to go to Japan and get fitted for Mura Golf. Come on.
So BroTrips 20 will be going to Shadow Creek and on the BroTrips time, and BroTrips 21 will be going to Japan and
not
getting
producer Jarrett, private jet.
Oh,
PJ.
Producer Jarrett.
Nice.
You like
PJ.
that? PJ.
I like that. Well played. All right, so we're back. So
second
first
part,
half.
second part of the BT8, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about Vegas, talked about Nevada, Mesquite, everything that we did there. Now we're into the sanctioned events.
We are in the soaking state. We are down in southern Utah, St. George, Hurricane. There's so many good names that we could name this episode. And it's ironic considering the fact that at the end of this episode, we'll be talking about all of the embarrassing things that inappropriate men say to the bev cart girls.
Oh, man. It's horrible. It's terrible. You guys got to do better.
Yeah. You got to be better. You got to be better. But not us. We're good. We're respectful. So just I'll hit us with the Utah, like the quick lineup of what we had there. So we had an unsanctioned Sky Mountain. So we showed up, and the first day is the sanctioned scramble, but pre-scramble. Soggy Mountain. So we talked, what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
Sky Mountain was a little bit of letdown.
I'll hit it up on that.
Yeah, I think we can. Sky Mountain, Coral Canyon, Copper Rock, Sand Hollow. Broke off, went to Mesquite, and then came back and finished with Saucy Black Desert. Oh, I'm getting chills again.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
So, you want to take us on a journey through our first few rounds there?
All right, so we get there, right? We've already talked about last episode how we got there, whatever. We open up Utah Golf. It's Sky Mountain, dubbed Soggy Mountain by our crew. We get there early in the morning. I mean, the restaurant's not even open, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We're going to we were hungry. We're starving. We didn't get breakfast. So now we're like 7 o'clock. Our tea times are at 7 something, and they're finally opening.
Yeah.
The guy's mad that we're ordering breakfast sandwiches, and it's 16 of us. So I understand very well why he's mad. Probably hasn't seen 16 guys that weren't prepared to eat. So if you want, bring your own food before you go to Sky Mountain at 7 o'clock in the morning. So go to Sky Mountain. It's a non-sanctioned event. We have the Peepaw match, me versus Aaron. Your boy had to win that. I played against a couple other guys, and they tried to net me, and they did not net me. So I beat those boys as well same day. But yeah, it's Sky Mountain. Actually, Mo has a couple of YouTube videos at Sky Mountain. He's talking about Sky Mountain, playing at Sky for good golf, Mo. So obviously we've seen Mo in Utah at Coral Canyon, where you could talk about that. But
yeah, he's becoming a good buddy of ours.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to have
So Sky
met him.
Mountain though, it's really going to be ranked at the lowest of all the golf, and it's not saying something. I don't want to discredit Sky Mountain, because again, you when you're standing on the driving range and you're looking at the background, and it's just these like Grand Canyon look, it's all red rock and the canyons in the background. It's not fair, to be mean to it, yeah, because it was really fantastic. It really was. It was the course is it's very has a lot of undulations. You're hitting a driver out there, and it's rolling down. Now you're hitting your second shot up. So there was a lot of blind. You couldn't see the green on some of them, so it was tough golf. But and
I found it actually pretty simple. Like, it was kind of I like target golf.
Yeah, it's target golf, and that's another thing is that Utah is a lot of target golf, and that's something that you do very well.
Yeah.
A lot of us spray and pray. We hit as hard as we can, and
I'm hitting it as hard as I can. I just doesn't go there that far.
Okay, well, anyways, it's in the middle of the fairway, and I'm over there on the right hand side. There's a cactus and a rock I'm trying to hit off of. So there's other people that we golf with that's the same exact thing. So we know that. But we started Sky Mountain, and then we rolled into
Coral Canyon for the annual scramble, the kickoff.
Annual scramble. So our scramble this year was based upon our live golf teams, right? Yeah. So we did live golf style. So we had 4, all 4 teams.
I feel like you've been waiting for this moment to talk about your shirt.
I don't want to talk about the shirt.
This segment would encourage everyone to turn on the YouTube and get off Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make a reel just for the shirt, right? So Breakfast Club. We'll get into
to start a fire for that shirt.
The shirt has seen its last day. This is probably the last time I'll ever wear the shirt. I wore it for this podcast because as the Live Golf Champions for BroTrips 8 Breakfast Club, we won. It was me, Adam, Kane, and Mark H, the OG Mark H, right? Mm-hmm. So it was Breakfast Club. We won that. We did not win the scramble, but we saw a lot of egg written in the sand. I only saw one sand trap, so the guys in front of us kept putting EGG in all the sand traps going ahead of us, so it's pretty funny. But
paying homage to you and Adam.
Yeah, so we have a little egg joke, you better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, right? That was the original joke, and ever since then it's been the Humpty Dumpties. It's been so many things about eggs, the huevos and frijoles, the eggs and beans in Pinehurst.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff going back every day. Me and Adam, it's all fun. We love doing little egg jokes. You got to one up somebody every time, so it's pretty funny.
I just love that you can't help yourself when you win something. And we were specifically before we started this, we're like, all right, we're gonna save the rankings and the winnings to the end, and literally just the first second you're like,
I won.
We win and all thing.
But we didn't go into the individuals. So the individuals is where it's at, right?
Well, we'll do that in a little bit.
Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead and talk about Coral Canyon. This is
actually the only individual trophy is I want to give you one.
What's
you
that?
Ready? You are the only person I've ever met in my entire life that has never peed on an airplane.
That's never used a bathroom, not just pee. I haven't
you never
taken a crap. I've never used a bathroom on a plane.
Wait, does it mean that you can poop without peeing?
No.
The way you said that.
I know. It's like sounds that way. You want to be very clear.
Oh. Parental advisory
but
1.
I'm that guy at the airport.
My nephews love this show. My sister-in-law listens to it with the kids in the background. But
yeah,
they probably love talking about poop.
Yeah. Not every pee-pee is a poo-poo, but every poo-poo is a pee-pee.
That's right.
Isn't that the saying?
Have you ever
but anyways, about the trophy, about
first?
that. So let's preface that. I am a big guy, right? I'm not a small guy.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be claustrophobic. I'm not claustrophobic at all, but I don't want to be that guy trapped in a bathroom on a plane. So you better believe it. I don't care if I just peed 10 minutes prior. When we're boarding, I'm hitting the bathroom up because I'm going to make sure I am emptied, my bladder's good because we got a 4-hour flight.
And what do you bring to the airport with you to use in the restroom? If you
we got to have Dude Wipes. If you're sponsored by Caffeine Roasters, I'm sponsored by Dude Wipes, baby.
That's right. They don't just sponsor the podcast or us. They don't sponsor BroTrips.
You're personally
XL,
sponsored.
Dude Wipes, got to use one today. You know what I mean? I have to. It's my thing. Right? All right, go. All right, we'll get off subject here. Get to Coral Canyon.
So Coral Canyon.
We're
playing the annual kickoff scramble, which is our thing. We have the live golf teams. We get to see Mo.
Yeah,
from
we're on
Good.
tee number 1. He's over there playing hole number 10.
Yeah, so I don't know if his montage is going to be out yet, but he does 130 holes.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
In a single day.
I'm complaining about 36.
Yeah. And granted, he has this sweet ass golf cart, jacked up golf cart, and
he was borrowing that. He was using somebody else's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But whatever.
I'm sure he's got one now.
Oh,
too.
I'm sure he does have one
he's
too.
He's a baller.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's out there. I think he was on hole 90 something or 100, right hitting 100.
We finished and we go back up to the house and we see him down there.
Yeah.
On the green.
I jumped on
shout out.
I went on the drone daddy, got on the drone, I started flying it over to him.
That's awesome.
He loved it.
So, anyways, he does. We play. By the time it takes us to do 9, now we're playing a scramble, so it's fast.
Mm-hmm.
We play 9 holes. He laps us. He played 18 while we played 9. That's how fast he's moving. So it was awesome.
He was also playing the same 9 for a lot. I don't know if it was consecutively 1 through 18. I think he was looping back on 9.
Okay.
But either way, let me just be honest. It's really easy to stereotype somebody. By the way, his mullet is incredible. I think I got to put a poll up. Who has a better mullet, Sheets or Mo?
Oh, and Mo's gonna win.
I'm Team BroTrips. So, and I love my boy Sheets, but Mo's mullet thing is fantastic.
Hits the ball very well too.
And I was just about to get to that. Then it comes the swing. Like you're like, all right, this guy's out there. He's an influencer.
He's short. He's a bigger guy, but he hits the ball.
That dude compresses the ball like no wonder. And we were on the par 3 there, which we both birdied, by the way, for the record. And you hear Joel chirping in the background. He's like, "Oh, we're not that impressed. We birdied that too," which is actually pretty funny when you look back at the tape and everything. But that dude's swing is fantastic.
Yeah.
And you just like, again, stereotypes are for a reason. But I would never have thought, just like meeting him, like first off, cool, one of the nicest dude.
Oh, it's always got a smile on his face. He's got a great attitude.
Absolutely.
He's positive.
And good.
He interacted with us.
Yeah, and good is lucky to have him, like, I think, full on
awesome,
content now. But I met him in the parking lot. We started chatting it up. I'm sending him some beef jerky. But we're all just happy to be
beef
like,
jerky?
Yeah. Well, we have a little announcement. We're coming coming up with something fun here soon. And shout out to Jersey Jerky, because we have a nice little partnership with them now. But we'll release that at a later podcast, a later date. But at the end of the day, like, somebody that if I go to the West Coast here on out, like, I'm hitting him up. I'm like,
yeah, hey man, we're gonna be here.
I'm in Vegas, I'm in Utah, I'm in Arizona. Like, you close, because that's a dude that I'd love to just go on the course with and play with.
Yeah, even hang out afterwards. I mean, that's the type of dude he is. He looks like he's fun to hang out with. Like, again, the positive attitude.
Yeah.
He had a smile. You know, he stopped, took some pictures with us.
Yeah, we talk a lot about inviting like Bob to sports and Fat Perez, but like Mo would be up there with that.
That would be awesome.
You know, that or Bryson. You know, I think Bryson.
I mean, if DeChambeau was like, "Hey, let's do a breaking 50 with me," I'll be like, "Okay."
I think that we need to do a breaking 50 like challenge within the group.
Oh man,
maybe that could be brought into BT9. You got twosomes and you got to do breaking 50. I guess for us it'd probably be like breaking 60.
It better be breaking 60.
It's going to be breaking 60.
Breaking 70s for some of them.
But that's a cool concept. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he does it from like the red tees. So like, I mean, so that's moved up. So it is probably doable breaking 60 for us.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt
two-man team.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. But yeah, so we got the annual, scramble match kicks off Coral Canyon, and that course is amazing. Like if we don't play Copper Rock, Sand Hollow, Black Desert after that, I'm like, Coral Canyon was incredible. It's an awesome desert golf.
Our house was on the course. We're right there. We got to look at it. It's very fantastic. I mean, you see it.
Yeah. The house is wild. 3 stories, rooftop.
The
pool,
rooftop.
hot
you
tub.
go up to the rooftop, and we didn't get to spend a lot of time because we're golfing so much. But you go up to the rooftop, you can see that hole. You can see what's going on around, and it's really, man. Yeah. Good spot. Good location.
I think we got really lucky this year. We did really good planning. I think what's funny is like last year when we voted on this, the end of August, to where we're going next, and there was like a lot of people were like, "Yo, we should do some more desert golf, but like let's not do the typical Arizona again. Let's go to Utah or something." And I was like, "That's a really cool idea." And there's a couple spots popping up that were popular. Like obviously Wolf Creek was there, and everyone was like, "Let's go there." But instead of just doing like the Vegas ring and going to Mesquite, we decided, all right, let's do St. George and Hurricane, and then go to Mesquite and fly into Vegas and have some fun in Vegas.
Yeah.
So
great option.
Again, back on track with like this course could be up there with anything else. It's fantastic, but because of all the other ones,
it's a top 10 that we played on BroTrips, and that's a lot. That's saying a lot, but it could pop. I mean,
I don't know. I don't think it could.
Oh man, I
don't think it could. I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
By
really
the time it's said and
possible
done, it's in the next couple of years. We keep raising the bar like we're doing. It's not going to be in the top 10, but I mean, it's that good though. It is good. I mean, it's not like, I mean, it didn't even make top 3 on this trip.
I'm gonna name 10 courses right now.
Okay.
That, and this is completely off script and unplanned. I'll name 10 courses right now in no specific order
that are better
than Coral Canyon. Ready? Arcadia Bluffs, the Bluffs course.
Both of them.
I don't think the South course is as good, but that's your opinion versus mine.
Yep.
So let's say Arcadia Bluffs, the Bluffs course.
Okay.
I would say Tobacco Road.
Oh yeah.
I would say 3 courses in Utah and Arizona: Wolf Creek, Black Desert, and not Coral Canyon, but Sand Hollow.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
Shadow Creek.
Right. Shadow Creek doesn't count because it wasn't sanctioned.
Okay.
So let's avoid unsanctioned.
Just do sanctioned golf.
I would say in Arizona, Verado.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Verado is better, and we have a show on that. Myrtle Beach, I would say Caledonia.
And
Polly's Plantation, that was really good too. But let's just, for all intents and purposes, let's leave it off there. Let's leave it out there. Let's just say Calistoga. So now we have, I would even say Pinehurst 8 and 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't even
maybe
mention
not
2.
I
it's
wasn't
nostalgic, really.
It is very nostalgic, but if I'm saying like the design and the layout and all that fun stuff, I would say I would put Pinehurst 8. I think that a lot of people in our group would disagree with me, but again, my list.
Yeah, it's your
right?
list.
Boyne Mountain, or sorry, not Boyne Mountain, but Bay Harbor.
Bay Harbor.
Bay Harbor was up there. That's 8.
Oh man, that one hole almost looks like Pebble out there.
That's 8. I would say.
So maybe it's not top 10.
What's that?
So it's not top 10.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just kind of proving the point.
Yeah.
That I think that there's so much more that kind of rivals. And again, if you're just going on a golf trip and you want to go have fun, Coral Canyon is a fantastic course.
It really is.
It's better than anything in Tampa other than Cabot Citrus Farms, and if I go up to
Black Diamond Ranch.
No, the other one, Brooksville, Southern Hills Plantation.
Okay, Southern Hills.
Yeah. So, but I think that at the end of the day, like I would rival anything, and also Lake Chivita. But outside those, like I would say Coral Canyon would be one of the best home tracks you could have.
Yeah.
Condition was fantastic. Tee boxes were elevated and a lot of fun. The course played fast. It was really well kept, really well manicured. I don't think I played very well. We played in our scramble there, so like I didn't feel like I hit the ball really well there, but like I still enjoyed it. Yeah. But again, it's like that's like kind of kudos to us in planning trips that are first class or no class. And then to say a course like Coral Canyon, which again, fantastic. For the record, fantastic course. Yeah. And if we went back to St. George, Utah tomorrow, I would put it on the list 100%.
It's guaranteed being on the list.
100%. But it also doesn't get the notoriety that the other ones do in the area.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So moving on, we have
back to back. We did Copper Rock and Sand Hollow. Now, here's the funny thing here. When I'm planning this trip, and I'm doing some media, some social media content, and I'm doing some promo videos for the group, and I'm like, check out all the places we're gonna play, and I'm like kind of selling the trip to the squad, right? There's 16 of us this year.
16 of us.
Producer Jarrett and I are like looking at all the content, looking at all the courses, and I'm having this one video made that talks about the accolades, and Copper Rock is the #1 course 3 years in a row in South Utah. 21, 22, 23, I believe.
Crazy.
And I think they're probably about to get it again. And we show up to the course, and the first thing that the guy says, he's like, where are you guys playing? Where are you playing next? He's like, #1, hands down, this is better. And I'm like, there's no way.
No way.
Look, I'm looking at it. I've seen pictures. It looks meticulous. It looks like a lot of fun. But I'm looking at Sand Hollow.
Yeah.
And you've got 5 holes on the cliff there. And I'm like, this is going to blow everyone's mind.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Black Desert, which I'm like, this is going to blow everyone's mind. Holy shit. No beep. Leave that one in, Producer Jarrett.
Yes, sir.
Copper Rock
legit
is a track. And
awesome
it is
track.
a compound. And it's kind of away from everything else. And
it is. They're starting to build some houses out there, some townhomes, whatever it is.
Yeah,
sick
sick villas.
Sick villas, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in a couple years, it's going to be a crazy track. I mean, right now it's so beautiful.
Oh, my God. The practice facility was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it is a hike. I mean, we all ordered burritos.
Oh, well, okay.
And it's like, it's weird because it's between like hole #1's right out there, right? But like,
yeah, but you had to go through hole
10. You drive by 9. I mean, you drive next
10.
to 9. Yeah.
10.
No, you drive by 11 and 10.
Oh, yeah.
You drive by 11 and 10.
They're like, just drive on this road and then the fork go right.
Yeah,
and you're
I'm
like, what?
where
And like
am
10
I
minutes later.
going?
Because we were ordering breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
You know me. And they're like, well, are you going to wait? Or they're like, well, we'll bring it out to you.
We'll bring it out to you.
All right, cool. Yeah, no worries. Or
16
actually,
of
what
us-
I
again,
said, I
16
didn't
of
say
us
that.
ordering.
I said, don't worry. I'll just go to the range and I'll come back in like 10 minutes.
Right.
And they like kind of looked at me funny. And I didn't
We didn't
realize that I was,
understand.
no, I had no idea. But that course,
It's at the end of hole number 11 is where that. So yeah, you drive 11, which is a par 4, 10,
Yeah.
which is a par 4, and then then it's on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's way out there.
yeah, that place,
Well, I thought we missed a turn. Like I'm driving out there, I'm like, did we miss a turn?
you just don't know what to expect.
No.
And like the natural waters, the creeks going through it, that was so much fun.
It was.
That was like, and of course we played that first. We got a little bit of a break because the wind didn't start picking up until later.
That's another thing. Is out there in Utah, the wind picks up in the afternoon, and it's a totally different golf. than what the morning is.
Exactly. And then from there, because again, I don't want to go too much on it, but I'm thinking that's the best. And I go to Sand Hollow, and Sand Hollow is like this weird linksy style course that's in the Red Rocks and like on the canyons and stuff. And you're like you're on like the top of the canyon now. You're not like in the bottom of the canyon. You're on like kind of the top of the canyon. Yeah. And the course conditions were fantastic. The bunkers were so unique. There's these really cool like red rocks kind of on the side.
Yeah.
That you're like playing alongside like on like 1 and
I hit
like
into
2
several
and 3.
of those.
You don't say.
Yeah, one of them. I mean, I end up in very good spots every single time. Like it just bounced off the side, landed up there, and I'm chipping up on the green.
Member bounces.
Yeah, I got some great. I was not going over the ledge there. But
then you get
away from there.
Then you get to like the signature hole. So 10's at kind of par 5, and then you have 11. I think is the par 3 into the wind, and then 12, 13, 14, 15.
All on the line.
All on this like
canyon.
Huge ravine. You're at the top of the mountain.
At the very top.
And they do an incredible job with a lot of drone footage, like explaining like what this is going to look like. Because I still think that this is going to be the most scenic and the most amazing course we play. And I personally liked Copper Rock more. I think that the car guy at Copper Rock was right. He's like, yeah, you get a lot of notoriety there, and they get a lot of publicity and press, but like Copper Rock's where it's at. And
they had in Copper Rock, they had little creeks running through.
Yeah, it was
the
so
rocks,
scenic.
like the old, like the gray and black rocks there. It was very scenic.
That was awesome. And Sand Hollow again doesn't disappoint. We got caught in some really bad wind. I think we made
the first hole.
I was 1 under through 6 or 7, and I was beating the living daylights out of Jake. First time virgin on the trip, beating the doors off of him. I think I was like, we don't do match play, but like I was probably 6 up through 6, no problem. Easy work, like normal. And then he's gonna have a heart problem with that one. Him and his Cybertruck.
His Cybertruck.
Hopefully he's listening while he's in the Cybertruck.
In the Cybertruck, yeah.
In the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
So beating the brakes off him, make the turn. And then 10, and then wind starts picking up, and you're kind of going right into the wind because you're going towards the cliffs.
Yeah.
And then the par 3, I remember, is like 145 or 135. 140. It's not long, and I hit a 5-iron, and I come up short in the bunker. I had my 5-iron like 195, 200.
But the one over the ravine?
The part, no. The
one
the
before
first one, right before you get to the scenic, the par 4.
I smoked a 7-iron over. So
the wind must have changed for you because I was into the wind. There were 30-mile-an-hour winds.
It was,
and I hit this like piercing ball into it, and it just went right into the bunker. Great bunker shot. Came back, tapped in for the sandy par, but like no one's counting anyways. But then you go to the next signature holes, and that is again going back to like kind of Wolf Creek. You're sitting on some tee boxes, and you're up there, and you're like looking down. You're like, this is just.
Everybody has a phone out. Everybody's taking photos because it's crazy.
It's impossible to not want to take photos and have a photographer on that course.
Oh man.
And I think that track gets probably beat up a little bit more than Copper Rock does. Some of the greens were really harsh. And then you had that massive, the par 3 you were talking about, I think 14 or so, where you get hit over the ravine.
Yeah.
And the flag stick was literally
It was bending. It was bending. Like it was literally bending. I think we had to club up like 2.
No, I was downwind on mine.
You were downwind.
I hit an 8-iron, like 190.
I hit 8-iron into that, but it wasn't that 190.
Yeah.
So it was different. The wind switched on us.
So, and then the next hole was the downhill par 4. I hit a 3-wood, like 320, which is insane. But again, it was all downwind, kind of downhill, awesome. And that was like, and I got a double. I started falling apart at that point.
Oh man, I did horrible.
But we were drinking all day. We were having a lot of fun. Yeah. But you finish up, and then that was we're gonna get into like matchups because there was a lot of really like key matchups this year, but that was the host of the Realtor match.
That's right. The Realtor match was there.
And so we'll finish it up with they were the last group, which is I feel bad for them, but I don't because like you want tough conditions when you have that kind of a matchup. But the probably the most iconic trophy, if you will, but they have this red fake like gator skin belt, like WWE wrestler belt.
It's nice.
It's like 9 pounds, and it's on the line. And we're all at the clubhouse.
Looking down.
Wrap around deck. We're all videoing.
18.
And then it comes down to, again, just like at Tobacco Road. Actually, Tobacco Road, they had to do an extra
playoff.
hole.
That's right.
This time, no
I narrated
playoff.
that playoff, set the tone, little WWE match.
And that's why you're sitting here today.
That's right. That's why I'm here.
That was your resume, and that was your interview. Here, just listen to my recording here. But yeah, that's at the end of the day, that's what we ended up finishing with. And then Adam unfortunately couldn't get it done. And Aaron hits a clutch chip.
Yes, he does.
That just like under pressure, all your boys are watching. The belt is on the line, and that kid
Sticks it close.
There's nobody else that I don't think that. And granted, we're all very competitive, but I don't think there's another person on the trip that is that he hates losing more than he likes winning.
Well, then
right?
Why'd you lose to me day one? So, anyways, he lost.
We're gonna have to have Aaron on here as a
match.
guest.
Aaron,
we have to have a
you
guest.
lost to me, dog. Peepaw. I'm your Peepaw.
I'm your Peepaw. So
but yeah, nice. I mean, makes the putt, wins that,
drains it. I think it's about 15-footer, 20-footer.
Did he give us a Ric Flair? I can't remember if he did.
I'm sure he would.
I mean, it was
had
crazy.
to.
He had to.
Yeah, he had to do something.
He was so excited for the rest of the trip. That was it for him. I mean, he didn't care what happened the rest of the trip. He didn't care what he shot, how he did.
Yeah.
He won the belt.
How much money he won or lost at the casino.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How much money? That was it. That's what he wanted. He wanted that belt so bad. He got it. I mean,
yeah.
So that was awesome.
What are you feeling, producer Jared? What you got going on?
I'm just trying to book these tickets to Canada.
Let's do a sponsor right now.
Yeah?
And a potty break.
What's it going to be?
Potty break.
Oh
okay.
man.
Yeah. I'm just going to be honest. I have had so much coffee today. I should have knocked over a golf bag.
All right, sponsor read. Have a day. Georgia peach flavored. I chugged this last episode. It was delicious. I believe my score was an 8. Mr. Bucket's score was, I believe, an 8.2. So all the way around, we are enjoying these have-a-days. Apparently, they're hard to get, right, Kenny?
They are. Right now, you can't get them locally. You have to go drive to Lakeland.
Okay.
So Joey, one of his buddies, was in Sarasota, drove to Lakeland to get that. He's like, he posted that. He's like, what? You got him? And he drove to Lakeland and went to like 2 different ABC liquors there and finally found it. So I have yet to see it in the Fort Myers area. I would love to see it down there. The Watermelon Wave was obviously great. But yeah, the Georgia Peach, it's good. It's tequila.
So we need to get some of these shipped here to the BroTrips podcast studios.
Come on.
We will keep, there's a refrigerator right on the other side of that wall. We will keep these in the fridge. We'll keep them nice and cold. We'll drink them every podcast. All you got to do is send them our way.
Well said.
Thanks. I'm just trying to keep up with you. Great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Bad Birdie.
Guess what? BadBirdieGolf.com, BroTrips15 for 15% off your entire order.
What about that hat, though?
Ooh, melon.
Melon
Needs to get with it.
Man, Melon.
Get on the
you
BroTrips train.
gotta help us out, man. We love these melons.
I had a bunch of I was piloting a bunch of like hat options, and I don't think I could have turned the melon stuff around in time, so we went back to Imperial like we normally do. But I have a thing. I'm going to make a strong push for melon moving forward.
And that would be great. Fantastic hat.
Ton of different options and variety. They do 5-panel, 6-panel. They do it all. Sick bucket hat coming. It's pink. It's like neon pink. Yeah. And then like the waterway changes. It gets wet and it starts like doing some weird ripple. I don't know if that's like a defect that like they just turned into something cool or.
No, I guarantee it's not. It's still
I'm just
good.
kidding.
All right, so Sand Hollow.
So
Now
I took a quick break just because we're gonna get into the heat of it with Black Desert, I think. And for the record, we went. Thursday was Copper Rock, Sand Hollow, and I remember getting back to the house and we had dinner at. So was that the night we did all the pizza? Or was
Yeah, we
did all
ordered
the stuff at the
pizza,
house?
sat at the house.
I just remember being like overwhelmed and kind of exhausted from like the experience. Because everything's just so magnificent. Like the views, everything's picturesque. There's not a bad view on any golf course, even Soggy Mountain. Like there's still picturesque views. But you get done with Copper Rock and Sand Hollow, and then 35, 40 mile an hour winds. It kind of takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know how it could be better than that. And the next day you get up and you go to Wolf Creek and you go to Conestoga, which again blows your mind again. And you're like, you do the famous, I don't know how it could be better than this. And then Black Desert comes.
We drive to Black Desert. First off, we're lost because we're like they're doing construction. They have a PGA event coming up.
Yeah. They're getting ready. October they're doing the FedEx.
They're doing the FedEx. Yeah.
The first time that the PGA has been in Utah since 76.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 70,
79, 76. Yeah, whatever it is. Since the 70s.
It's been a long time.
Long time.
And we meet one of the guys who's like in charge of like owning it and purveying it, and we're in kind of like Shadow Creek, where like you show up.
They give you a wristband.
Yeah, don't tell Joel about that one. But
Shankopotamus wristband for him.
They called him the Lava King.
The Lava King. That's it.
The
He's
Lava King. I feel bad. That's
the guy couldn't play golf with a wristband on. We're talking a paper wristband.
It's like when you get like if you have
like I love you, but the wristband was not affecting your golf game, brother. Sorry.
He's probably not going to listen.
He's not going to listen, but he better now. He's going to know this. They're going to be, hey, you got to clip it to this point and get on there.
So you get there. You get everyone gets a wristband, and first it's, for everyone that's ordering. I don't know if you can even go there now because they're getting prepped for the PGA. But after it'll likely be the same thing. It's all inclusive.
Yep.
All your food, all your drink, except for beer and wine.
Energy drinks.
Drinks.
Right. Correct.
Yeah. But everything from
breakfast burritos, breakfast tacos to start the round, right?
All
again. Then you get back and like everybody's ordering tacos. The people going back up ordering tacos, and I'm like, I feel bad for these people because they ain't making money. They ain't making money off us 16, you know.
Yeah, that's.
I only had 4 tacos, so I just want to make other people grabbing 8 and 10. I only had the 4. I was done.
But that facility, man, like we got there a little early, like which. When we had it was our last round of the entire trip. So some guys, it was round 9. It was round 8 for us. But it was round 9 for a couple people. Yep. And we had one shot, and that was it. So we booked it a little later. I think our tee times were set for like 9 or 9, 10, 9, 20, 9:30. And we get there a little bit early just so we could have breakfast. And there's this nice little pavilion. Kind of reminded me of like the pavilion shack they had at the Cradle, where it's kind of like it's over by like some putting greens and stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not as I mean the Cradle was a little bit smaller. It's like pretty much just like a halfway house. Yeah. But it's kind of like that vibe where it's this misting shack.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
And then they have all the foods there, blasting music. Actually, you know what it reminded me of is Wickenburg Ranch, the Little Wick. And I know you haven't played there, but it's like this par 3 course in Arizona, and the Wickenburg Ranch is rated like the #1 for quality of facility a couple years in a row. It's fully private now, I think, last I checked, but it wasn't when I was playing there. But the Wickenburg Ranch, they have like the Little Wick, which is their par 3 track.
Okay.
Down in the basin of it, is like this pavilion, and they're blasting music, and there's hammocks. And you're walking around playing this, you're looping around playing this par 3. It's awesome. But that's kind of the vibe I had with the shack. All your food's there. The servers there were fantastic. They were nothing but polite and sweet and accommodating.
Yep.
You had this massive putting green, kind of like the Gauntlet.
Well, it's also set up like Pinehurst, the Thistle do, because it had 18 holes, right? So it had an 18-hole putting green.
Yep.
Matt's had rocks in the center of it and stuff like that. So I didn't stick around. My body this is the last day, the last round. I'm struggling to grip a club.
Yep.
I get up there. I mean, I can't even hit a ball off the range, and I'm just like, man, how am I gonna do this?
There's
still
like
shot in the 80s though. I want to clear
4 to you did 4 to 6 of us are like the nostalgic, never stop, never know. We don't know when to stop. Like it's me, Joel, Kane, Adam, and a few others. I think Tim was there this time, and a few others. But you've got that Gauntlet style 18-hole putting course right there, and then you have this practice range, which I think a lot of new age ranges are going to the TrackMan.
Yeah, the little video.
You get the digital. You have it at Cabot Citrus Farms has it. But Black Desert does, and it is pristine. And then
now they're doing construction right now, so going up to that point, the course is fantastic. Everything when you get past the construction that's going on, because they're hosting the PGA event, they're hosting the FedEx event. Of course, they're going to build all these things.
They're building
build
condos
accommodations
and
for that. So we understood that. So you drive through that stuff.
Yeah, you're driving.
But then when you get on the course and you're there, past the fence, past construction that's going on, obviously a construction manager here. So, I obviously know all the ins and outs of that. But you get past that stuff and you get onto the course, you get over there by the putting green, you get by the range, and then it's just game time after that. Then it's just fantastic. You got a coin here.
Yeah, I got a coin. I was going to show it off here. Their logo's sweet.
Yeah.
The bead that they have. I don't know. Producer Jarrett, we're going to probably have to zoom in on that, but like they comp these for us, which I thought was a really cool gesture.
So I didn't get that. I actually got the bag tag.
They ran out for us.
Well, no, but we were in the edge or whatever it was.
Oh, you did?
It was broke down. So I just got the bag tag.
Oh, nice.
And so I don't have that.
I get you one.
The captain has that.
Yeah.
He showed me it. He's been playing.
The guy gave me a few in the pro shop, and he was like, "Here, give them to your guys."
Anyways, so get on the course.
Well, I mean, not even that. Like it. So, the setting for this it's volcanic rock.
Yeah.
Right. They built a course into volcano rock, or lava rock. But then if you look depth perception wise, like you've got like these I don't even know if the water's real or like natural or not, but these water structures like in between little lakes and ravines, running water.
Yeah.
A lot of like gravitational stuff, so like running water on holes, little lakes around greens. A lot more water on that than I was anticipating. So you've got the lava, and then you've got the water. And then if you look in the distance, you get this beautiful picturesque red rock.
Yeah.
And then behind that, you've got these like snow-capped mountains. Now,
Yeah.
they're
not mountains. They're not snow. Yeah, right.
But I can only
there.
imagine like in March,
December, January, February. Yeah, there's
even
snow
like
back
October,
there.
September.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
probably got
When
some
it's getting
snow
colder
up
up
there.
there.
So like you've just got layers of enthusiasm and layers of change in perception, and there was not a view on that course that wasn't. Hell, I even stare at the construction. I don't even care.
Yeah,
You're
as a
you
construction
probably love it.
manager, I was looking at everything. Like they were supposed to build like a splash pad out there too. Did you see?
No.
Our guy was telling us about the splash pad. They're building a splash pad out there too. That's not part of the course, but it's in that community. So yeah, there was a lot of construction. I think someone hit over by a water truck. I'm not gonna say who it was.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I do.
Who was it?
But I'm not sure.
Call them out.
I don't know. They know, and they'll talk about it. But
Okay, we'll have them on.
yeah, someone hit into like a private house that wasn't even supposed to be on the course. That was I didn't hear any windows smash, but yeah, I mean, again, you talk about target golf and how you do so well at target golf. That was another target golf place. The fairways were not that wide, and if you did miss a fairway, you were in the rock, you were in the water, you were in. I mean, there was no rough. I mean, it was just like.
It was strategic. Everything that there was an intent behind every tee box, between every landing area, every green placement. Like, and I'll tell you, it's not a long course, and I have a feeling that the winner in October will probably be like minus 28. Like on the record, I think that like the winner of the PGA event. Will be like,
You think it's going to be that low?
Oh, I think they're going to destroy this course because first off, the conditions.
You sure the tee box is not going to be different though?
They're where. You can't like add.
What about that one tee box that we didn't see? The one that's up on that par 3.
Well, our caddy kind of let us down on that one.
Yeah,
It was
there's
there.
one.
It was there.
It's there.
Yeah, it's a turf tee box, and we missed one. And actually, that plays to multiple different holes supposedly, but regardless of that, I think the course is A, too short, and B, I think it is wide enough. And I mean, you have
for professionals,
for pros,
it's wide enough for sure for them.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're hitting the ball.
If I can shoot in the 80s,
320, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I can shoot in the 80s,
I shot
there,
74 or 75.
Yeah.
Or
So one of our guys shot -2 on the back, right? He claims that's his claim to fame.
Yeah,
Tim did shot -2 on the back. So
legend in his
if
own
he
mind.
can shoot -2 on the back, I mean the pros could shoot -10 on the back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I
I
think
birdied
that
18. I mean it's not that hard of a course.
I birdied 18 as well. Yeah. It wasn't a hard course. I had
The one
four.
par
I had four. I had four
is
birdies on the
drivable.
front.
It's like 280 or something. I mean, it was like people were hitting onto the green.
Yeah,
from there.
I had 4 birdies on the front.
Yeah.
So again, and I'm a par king. Like I literally get a lot of pars. And
Bogey king.
Yeah, there you go. I just like am a consistent, drive in the middle of the fairway, green in regulation, 2-putt par. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate. But I had 4 birdies on the front 9, and I thought I was gonna go low, and then things started catching up to me. So,
Whatever.
But it happens.
It's the
and
8th round, 9th round.
8th round
in
for
5
us,
days. Yeah. So my body was struggling.
Yeah.
And then we were like, hey, you want to stay? Let's do a putting, which I am the greatest putter alive, right?
Self-proclaimed.
It's not self-proclaimed when other people say it,
That's fair.
That's very true. So for me to like, oh, hey, we're going to play for this bag, right? We're playing for, what were you guys playing for?
Yeah. So instead of the par 3 competition this year, the winner of the gauntlet or the putt course we call it, ended up getting a vessel branded like we have here. Just their choice. They got a vessel BroTrips bag, and then the winner actually was Kane, and Kane won last year's par 3, I believe it was, and he donated it to Eric. So Eric, his new bag's on order. I'm
That's awesome.
sure it'll be shipped in the next couple weeks, and I think the vessel's about 5 weeks.
Speaking of that, I was so hurting.
Yeah,
I was so struggling. I'm like, I love putting, and I'm like, I'm out. You guys do your thing. It's too hot out there.
I mean, it's such a good variety though, like because we get into the habit of just like waking up early, going in, playing golf, and then leaving, and eating it now and then, and drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I look back on this, having the casino, having the really high end Primal restaurant, the Primal Steakhouse, the billboard, the putt course, hanging out with Mo and like watching him do his thing, and then and obviously a little bit of merrymaking at the house. Like I think those were all such really unique changes in our normal pace that made this trip even more fulfilling. And I haven't met a single person on our trip that doesn't feel the same way we do.
Oh no, I've talked to several people.
The best trip we've ever done.
No, it's not even close. I mean, and we set the bar really high with Pinehurst last year. Financially. And then financially, right? And then the Michigan the year prior to that. So I mean, we've just been setting the bar. I say we as a group, BroTrips has been setting the bar, and it did not disappoint this year for sure.
And just to give some context to like Pinehurst was, including all the Mid Pines, Pine Needles, and you can go back. We'll have a recap on Pinehurst trip itself. There's probably 6 rounds of golf in there, 7 rounds of golf in there, and we also we always do a dinner, and we always do 6 swag bags that have
that's right,
head covers and stuff. All of that inclusive in Pinehurst for us was still only like $2,900.
Yeah, it's almost $3,000. Say $3,000. Okay,
$3,000. But again,
this year
the issue with Pinehurst though is you have to stay on site.
That's right.
So you don't get preferred tee times unless you do, and like you have it's the year before the U.S. Open, so like you're not. There's a lot of enthusiasm around it right now. So like
we played it the year
you're not going to be able to
Open.
call 2 weeks in advance and get a tee time for 6 or 12 people at that time. This year, for everything, I'm talking minus obviously Shadow Creek's on.
We had the
included.
champions dinner from the previous year, the previous champion.
Yep.
That dinner was included.
Aaron's dinner was included.
Shadow Creek was not included. Flights were not included. Casino was not included. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But Utah golf, Mesquite golf,
all of our sanctioned rounds, the champions dinner, the swag bags, 2 polos this year. Your Live Golf Team polos, all the hats everyone got, everything was like $1,800. $1,850. Yep. Which again,
the house, everything. I mean, we're talking.
Oh, that's including the housing. That's
right.
Everything.
Yeah.
So obviously it doesn't include the flights, and it doesn't include Shadow Creek.
Right. It doesn't include your own swag that you're buying at the course. Doesn't include any of that stuff. I'm not paying for anybody.
No, I mean, look, courses, because of our reputation now, and like because of our opportunities, and people like actually hearing about us when we call, and we're very grateful to all the relationships we've had, even when the courses we don't favor that much.
Right.
We're really appreciative of us, booking out early and getting us preferred tee times, and they're going to get like some really cool thank you stuff in the mail. But
they're going to get the flag, right?
They're going to get a flag with some signatures and saying thank you. It'll be like an author or a what was the destination or something like that? Official destination.
Official destination.
2024. Yeah, which is really cool. Like it may not mean a lot to them, but it means a lot to us to at least show some gratitude.
That's right.
It's very important. Like when you're booking, and like for those out there that are using this as a platform to get information, to know what to do, and also what not to do, always show a tremendous amount of respect and a tremendous amount of appreciation, because first and foremost, like the pros and the golf pros at the courses, and depending on if it's like a Wolf Creek, they have like a travel agency type deal. Bannon's will have the travel agencies. Pinehurst will, but like, Black Desert probably will too now. But like Coral Canyon and Copper Rock, those guys, they don't have that.
No.
So you're calling the pro shop directly. You're talking directly to the pro, or you're talking to the assistant pro, or whoever's in charge of group rating and stuff. And then you got to be respectful. You got to have a lot of class, and they have to know like you're out there to have fun. Like, and we tell them, whenever we flew our drone around, like we told people we're flying our drone around.
Yeah.
We asked. So
permission.
Yeah, of course. And again, it's better. It's not better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission in these situations. So for us and for those that are planning out there, just show a tremendous amount of respect. And then, obviously, I like to follow up. I'm pretty old fashioned when it comes to like reputation management and dealing with people. So I like building long-term relationships. That way, when we go back to Shadow Creek and your BT20 and we're asking them to asking them to book 16 of us back there on my dime or on the BroTrips dime. Hopefully they give us a little bit of discount so that we can make that happen for everybody. But I think that brings us to
matchups.
No, let's do let's do what to do and what not to do.
Okay, Utah. What to do in Utah?
Yeah. Most importantly, what to do.
What to do? Play those courses as many as you can.
Okay.
I mean, I complain about it. I'm the one that's complaining about
Soggy
my body,
down.
my hands. Yeah, but it's you only have so many days, so you got to play those courses.
Yeah. I think that was it too. Like we've had people in the past that are like not fully like
Bought in.
well, it's not even that. It's just like it's tough. And you said it yourself. It's like
it's
it's tough to
It
play
is
36 in a day. And I think we did a
3
good job
days
of
in a row.
segmenting them out. Like we only played 36 in back to back where you played your own ball the whole time. 2 days. It was just
Yeah,
Thursday
but
and
you
Friday.
still played 36 on the other day.
Well, you play a scramble or
Yeah.
a shamble, and we played a shamble on the Friday. So, but at the end of the day, like, you got to play it. Like, how often are you going to St.
You're not.
George?
And that's what I
Utah?
say. It's like, look, I'm the guy that goes and gets the little logo ball. I'm not going back to St. George next year or the next 2 years or whatever. I may never get the chance to play that course. So if I don't play it, I'm not buying a ball from there. I'm not going to buy something that has a logo on it that I'd never even played.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, you got to play it. So that is a big thing to do.
Yeah. So what to do is take full advantage of your opportunity to be in a place that is not typically transient, not typically popular.
Right.
Because again, kind of like Michigan, like not many people are gonna be like top 10. Now I think now Utah's getting a lot of notoriety.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
a ton.
It really was after we even decided on Utah.
Well, thanks to us. I think it's now that
I mean,
BroTrips.
everybody's saying that. I mean, all the people that are doing the chat GPT stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Utah,
like, where should we go on our golf trip? BroTrips went to BT8, went to Southern,
Yeah.
Utah, St. George, Hurricane, and I think obviously producer Jarrett's done a great job with our content management. So we've got a lot of really great content out there for Utah golf. I mean, there's plenty of people out there as well. Brian or I think is his name. He's like a golf photographer. Those are all those like drone photographs.
videos,
like,
yeah.
Unbelievable. Like that dude, his work is phenomenal. It's almost as good as producer Jarrett's work.
Shout out to Tom.
Brian.
Oh yeah, whatever.
That's amazing. Shout out to Bob.
Yep.
Yeah,
So in
all
other
right,
words,
Bob.
we got to bring some drones to the next one and like go ham.
we had a drone
look,
in Pinehurst.
yeah, we had drone Piner, we had drone daddy actually. We had brought someone. Shout out Easy.
Shout out.
Drone daddy.
Drone
It's
Daddy.
coming. But yeah, maybe moving forward, like I don't see a year moving forward that we don't have producer Jarrett or someone from his team there.
We got to have something.
And then or just be like the Mo had like 3 cameramen around him. They were
Yeah,
all
he
like
did. That's crazy.
they're like 16 years old. They were running around with their cameras and taking photos and just
They were not 16, but whatever.
Sounds being facetious. But so the dues. My second one. So the first one was play as much as you can.
Yeah.
Second one, go to Cliffside Restaurant.
That's right. The Champions Dinner there.
The Champions Dinner, the
Amazing
Cliffside
view.
Restaurant
Amazing
was
view right off the ledge.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
Great.
the host, the guy who was in charge of getting everything, he procured a menu for us.
We had a private room
Private room. We are on the basically we had the room and we had the balcony.
overlooking.
Yep, overlooking the entire city. It was
That's right.
phenomenal. Red rocks in the background. The sun was setting.
There's a
the
big
menu.
D on the side of the mountain that's lit up.
Do you know
Big
what
D.
it's
I do know what it's for, actually. It's for the university.
Yep.
They had something years ago. I can't know the full story, so don't quote me on everything. But it got posted years ago, and then every year they just made it better. And I
Yep.
guess they light it up on different holidays. But it's definitely for the university that's there.
Nice. And then the procured menu. I don't know if you noticed the menu was branded.
Yeah, it was
It
branded.
was like congratulations or thank you for attending.
Yep.
Previous best golfer trophy winners, Champions Dinner,
Yeah.
which is really cool. So Cliffside Restaurant, the meal was fantastic. The environment was fantastic. The host was fantastic. The guy who was in charge of booking it now and like ahead of events and stuff was the
Desserts were
chef.
fantastic.
The desserts were incredible, but he was the chef for like 15 years or something that prior
Nice.
to.
Okay.
And to be candid, like there was 2 places we were looking at, and I even said to him like, "Hey, we're between you and here," and he goes, "Not for nothing, I was a chef here for 12 years or whatever the number was, and the other place is really good too if you want this, this, and this." But we have this view, and I think our food's just slightly better. And I was like, you know what?
Let's
That's
do
a
it.
very candid, very
Yeah, yeah.
authentic response.
Appreciate that.
And they did a good job. And, a little bit of tidbit about Utah. It was beer and wine only.
Yeah.
So be prepared for when you're going to these places.
That's another
So,
one. That's a great what to do, what not to do. Yeah.
yeah. That's like a what to and what not
It's
to do.
5% too, maximum. So
Yeah, unless you have a sports bar, yeah.
right. So it's like 5% max. So if you're on the course, they're only getting you something that's 5%. There's nothing over 5%. So that was like a and they don't open till 11. Like you can't have any alcohol before 11 or something like that. It was something ridiculous. So we were done. We were done through 9 holes before we could even buy any alcohol. Not that we were buying a bunch of alcohol, but
So what not to do? Don't expect any provisions on the course.
oh, do
and
not expect. I mean, I guess Black Desert did have the cart girl run around. There's 2 cart girls that ran around,
but not until like 11 or 10.
Oh, no,
10 or 11.
I had one on the front 9 and one on the back 9.
I understand that, but we didn't start until 9.
Oh, you're saying not until 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, till 9 a.m. So like the rules in Utah, again, they're probably going to change. They'd probably change a lot, or they're just always archaic. I don't know. You can't get alcohol before I think 10 a.m. on any course.
I think it was 11. But at 10, okay.
I would imagine 10, but you may be right. 11. You can fact check me. CNN can fact check me. MSNBC fact check me. Spending fake news here, but
whatever the time is, you can't get it before that.
And also it's illegal.
Yeah.
So kids up, it's illegal for you to bring your own provisions.
That's right. When you say provisions, your own alcohol.
What other kind of provisions?
Well, I mean, bring your own water or something. They're gonna hurt me for bringing my own Gatorade.
Last I knew, those are not provisions.
Those are definitely provisions. I need them.
I think we need to check the definition of provision.
Oh yeah,
and when it comes on golf courses. So, but no, I'm just teasing.
Doing selfies over here.
But when you think about your standard provision on a golf course, typically people are like, liquor and beer and whatever. So or like rosé and stuff. But be prepared that when you go to Utah that you're not going to get A, breakfast before 9 a.m. And B, you're not going to get any
before 9 a.m. That's not frowned upon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Black Desert you'll get breakfast early, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Copper Rock had breakfast. We were not at Sand Hollow that early, but Soggy Mountain. I mean, to be fair,
it's like 7 a.m.
I ordered the breakfast burritos from the 9th tee box. That's how I ordered. I don't know about you, but like when I ordered, I was on the 9th tee box, and it says call.
Yeah, call ahead.
And then he goes, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "Well, we'd like 4 breakfast burritos." He was like, I don't know if I could get it done in time. And I was like, well, you have a hole like with 10 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever we're playing at. And like, you can get it done, my man. And sure enough, we showed up and they were good. They were doing really good.
So I didn't get one because he said the same thing. He's like, well, that's going to take 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, well, what's faster, the breakfast sandwich or breakfast burrito? And he just said, breakfast sandwich is faster. I can get that done. I was like, all right, just give me the breakfast sandwich.
He was probably doing my order because I was the first one.
No, I was at 7 a.m.
We were the first group.
7 a.m.? You just said you ordered it before the 9th
Oh,
hole.
you ordered before you teed off.
Yeah, I had a sandwich before it teed off.
Oh, no, I was on the 9th tee box when I ordered, and he still gave me a little.
No, he gave us a lot.
And look,
before.
he maybe not an early riser. Who knows? He's running the bar by himself. Or
he
the
was by
restaurant
himself. He was.
Not in the end. He had a lady with him. She was really nice. But honestly, he warmed up to us. To be frank, like, we went in there, and I think
I did not see him ever again. That was it.
I did when we got our food, and then afterwards we actually sat there and waited for people. But back on track with that, you just anticipate if you are a drinker of alcohol on the golf course and you need a little swing oil. You're not going to get any because it's illegal for you to bring your own, wink, wink. And then if you're going to buy it from there, just don't anticipate having it before 10 or 11 a.m.
Yeah, whatever the time frame is.
But again, it is illegal for you to bring your own. So,
I mean, I think it's illegal everywhere, but
I would say it's frowned upon. It is literally illegal for you to bring alcohol to an establishment in the state of Utah. It's like legit. Because I called before and they were like, nope, and don't even think about bringing it because that's illegal.
Right.
You're bringing it on our property. Like they will literally frown at you for that. What not to do? I guess it's kind of the same as before with Nevada. Is like just like if you're heat sensitive. I think our hottest day was in, other than those in Valley High, which is next to the airport and concrete in Vegas, but it's going to be 100 degrees during the summer. So if you're heat sensitive, then don't go during the summer. Other than that, I imagine you're going to have a phenomenal time. Courses, every single one was manicured really well.
Yes.
Grass, my mind's kind of blown, kind of like the upper Michigan, like the northern Michigan that we went to, where every course was lush.
So
Same thing here is like
how
there's no rain. Like the other thing was Sky Mountain to me was like, how is it so wet here? Like there's no rain.
Those sprinklers all day. Like we're like teeing off, and I'm seeing sprinklers running. I'm
there's
like,
a water shortage in Florida, and like
California too.
But all right, you ready to talk about the matchups?
Talk about matchups. Okay, let's talk about matchups. So, which one we want to start with?
Why don't you revisit your Peepaw? Revisit your Peepaw matchup.
Okay, so Peepaw, it's me versus Aaron. This came back. The reason why we had the Peepaw match is a couple years ago in Michigan. We're playing, and I'm not hitting the ball well, but my short game was really phenomenal. So I would just hit the ball, and I don't know why it is. When every time I play with Aaron, I'm hitting like driver, and it's not going far. It's like, why is my driver? But so I'm hitting a longer iron or whatever the case may be, and I'm either landing it short, I'm landing it on, whatever the case may be, and I'm either chipping up and putting it to make par, or bogey, whatever the case is, and he just sitting there, with his hands on his hips, just
I can see him too.
He just watching the ball come up, land on the green, and he just shakes his head. He doesn't understand it because I'm over there with a chipper, running the chipper. I'm off the green, chipping it with a chipper, right next to the hole, put it in for par or whatever. It's just frustrating for someone who like him, who does hit the ball very well, who is a low handicapper. And just, so it was definitely frustrating. So then I got him at Sky Mountain. Now he did give me strokes. So he did gross me.
So he grossed you, okay.
He grossed me. I did not beat him head up this time. I have beat him up. I have beat him head up previous years. Okay. But he grossed me, played very well. Obviously, he won the realtor match, so I know he was playing well. So had the Peepaw match.
So we had the realtor match, which already covered, and Aaron's champion there. Congratulations, Aaron. And then Peepaw match. So I think, no offense to you, I think that he cared a little bit more about the realtor match than the Peepaw match.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And if I'm going to go all out and I'm going to expend all my energy, because I remember him being so happy and so just like...
That's what... You want that one.
He was just like...
Ours don't mean nothing. It has nothing compared to that belt.
He put so much into that victory. Yeah. And I just feel so bad like talking about the good of Aaron because it just trounces at him. And like I feel bad for him.
Sorry, buddy.
Like,
you have to get it next year.
Yeah, no,
be good.
No, so here's something that I'm not really on board with, but I also like it's their matchup. So they allow themselves to do their matchups like throughout the year, right? So they can do it like Adam is so mad that he doesn't have the belt. He's flying to Knoxville. He's going to Knoxville in end of August.
Okay.
Which is like I'm gonna be in Minnesota. I was like trying to get him to go with me to Minnesota because we're gonna play some golf up there with some buddies and a couple of good friends of mine. He's literally me in Knoxville.
The past 2 years have been 2 realtors. Now there's more realtors on the trip now. Now are we allowing this to be the best realtor BroTrips? I mean, I know you have MLS. So
no, I'm a real estate investor, so like I think I should be eligible, but then I would have so many trophies it just get annoying. So.
Oh my. We'll get to those trophies here in a little bit. So
just kidding.
So we had the Peepaw match. Yep. We had the Live Golf matchups.
Yep.
So we had the Scramble, which was Live Golf. Jake
the
Shamble, which was a draft that we did at the dinner.
Yeah,
and then we had just the net, the 4 sanctioned golf's net. And Breakfast Club obviously won that. We expressed that.
Yep.
The Shamble team was blanked.
I don't remember.
I don't know who was the Shamble team, but the Scramble team, that was Jake's team, Jake Arden's team, and him and Tim bombed the ball. And
we're gonna have to bleep the Arden out.
Oh, sorry.
Kenny loves dropping first and last names on here.
Just let it do it. They don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's fair. He's a nobody that drives a Cybertruck.
He has a Cybertruck.
I'm just kidding.
They were bombing. I mean, I remember seeing the ball land. I'm on the green that's landing like 20 yards short of the green. And I'm just like,
I'm just envious because he's like 6'5", and I'm
6'5".
not. He's huge. It's like he's an animal. He hits the ball far.
He hits the ball very well. And Tim was on that team, so they won that. Another matchup, me versus Ben. That's been our yearly matchup since year 1. Ben did clip me this year. I have not got the count of where we're at in the stand. I think I still have a couple more victories than he did, but he did beat me. We played at Sand Hollow, very windy. I shot poor. He did not. He shot better than me.
Ben showed out in the strip.
I think
the Ageless Wonder going into the last day. I think he was up there with both. I think the net and the gross trophy.
I don't know.
I think he was.
Let's see where he finished. So he finished.
Look at this receipts.
I keep the receipts.
Always
keep the
receipts.
receipts. No, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I remember going into Thursday or Friday. And
so you're saying he did good? I got all his scores.
He had a tough outing at Black Desert.
So that's what. Yeah, you're right because he was -4 +4, then 2. So he was really right. He was in the lead probably, actually. Where were you at after day 3?
Yeah, him and I were like...
He was beating you day 3. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
his +18 on Black Desert really got him. So yeah, you're probably right. So he was in the lead going into that last round.
Yeah.
So
it's a marathon, though, not a sprint, Kenny.
that's right. It's you got to play all 4 rounds in the sanction round. So it's 4 out of the 8 that we
Yeah.
played is really count for the trophies. So 2 trophies this year, net.
There's 3 trophies.
Whatever. I'm not going to bring up the little one. Do you want to
We're
bring
going to bring up
the
the
little
Dick
one?
Trophy.
All right, well, let's start with that.
Yeah.
The Dick Trophy went to...
No, you're missing a rivals matchup.
Oh, the daddy match. So got to witness this with my best friends. This is their daddy match. Up and down, really. I mean, it was up and down matchup. Get to 18. I think you were tied, or you
were
had
tied.
Tied going into 18. Joel was on in 2.
We were both on him, too.
No.
I promise
Oh,
you.
yeah, you're both on 2, but okay, so you okay, yeah. You're right. We were all, all 3 of us were on 2, actually, because I had a putt for birdie as well. So it goes down to it. So you want to talk about the putt, or do you want to just talk about how it ended?
I mean, whatever you want to talk about.
So they both 2-putt to make par, and they split the daddy. So they both had co-daddy hats made up.
Well, they're daddy hats, but they're just we're technically
co-daddy,
self-proclaiming co-daddy
so,
status for the year, which I think is good. It's healthy for our relationship as 30-year-old, 35-year-old, friends for 35 years. I think that's outside of.
I wanted a playoff. I really did.
I expressed openness to it, but we didn't have the time because we had to go to
We
San
didn't.
Hollow.
We had to go to San Hollow. That's right.
And in our both of our defenses, we would have loved to have played 10 or 11 going down to the clubhouse at Copper Rock, because the match was at Copper Rock, and it was all square going into 18, and you had to
Only
win.
because you made a clutch shot on 17.
Well, I
really.
didn't have a clutch putt on 16. I missed a 3-footer for birdie, but it doesn't matter. Spilt milk. He had a couple holes. I had a couple holes. It is what it is.
It was up and down.
I was about 12 inches from an ace on 17, that big downhill putt, or about downhill with par 3, and then we both had a show out on 18, and I had a downhill slider. I had to back off a couple times, which I hate doing because I think
I videoed that like 3 times. So yeah.
Hopefully you deleted the first 2.
I did. I kept them. I deleted, I think, the first one. Maybe I didn't send them in the group, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But you had to step back, and it was a downhill slider. You made the clutch putt.
Banged it out,
Yeah, I mean, because your first putt just went, you went a little bit long up the hill, but
I just couldn't take a year of him just.
Oh, he would have rubbed it in.
Yeah, I know. I did a little
showed
bit.
up.
I think he historically is.
No, historically,
feel-
you had the first year is when you had the hat made already.
I had a shirt made.
Whatever it was.
To be frank, he came up with the whole "I'm your freaking daddy." Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
And I had a shirt made, and it said
And I remember
"World's
seeing
best
his
dad."
frustrated, upset face, and you in the background with your shirt like.
Only, and to be frank, I only had it because he was like, "I'm your daddy" the whole time he was talking crap to me the whole way before. So I had it. I had made a
At
shirt.
Innisbrook.
And also, we should have tied there too, but he just had a bad hole on 18, and I think he doubled 18 to lose. And then I went ham. I was like, I had the shirt. I went crazy. And then I had the next year I'd made a shirt with. It was actually Adam's idea, and I had me holding my son. I said photoshopped heads on the shirt, and I had these shirts made. And he was so angry because I walked on the plane. I picked him up, and I had it on, and I don't think he talked to me, but he's the type though, and I love it for him because he's so competitive, and he makes me a better golfer, and he makes me a better person every day. He always pushes that envelope a little bit higher, and there's not another person that I'd rather. There's not another person that I don't want to lose to. Other than Jay, I just love beating the.
You don't like to lose to me either. I mean, I don't think you like to lose in general.
I don't like to lose in general, but there's two people that just
mean more.
I wouldn't say they mean more.
Because
but that
golfers.
rivalry, and again, when I beat the brakes off of Jay at Black Desert, and he's trying to claim that we weren't in a match together, when clearly Joel was playing Aaron and I was playing Jay, and I called him out the entire trip, and I said Black Desert, Black Desert, Black Desert. He's trying to that's messed up.
All right,
But
So now we're gonna get to the trophies.
Yep.
So matchups are done. Is there any matchup we're missing? I know everybody's got their own little
Tim and
matchups.
Jay's.
Tim and Jay.
The big pork missile matchup, they called it.
Oh, the shrimp. Okay. Anyways.
Beep.
Tim and Jay.
Producer
So
Jarrett,
that matchup. So Jay set it up like night before. Like if I beat you, you're no longer going on any trip. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
It is funny. And we're at the pool, but he's like, "That's fine." Everybody agreed to it. Everybody was hyped up about it. Whatever the kid, whatever. But Jay did beat Tim, so that was that matchup, and they're great golfers again. I mean,
Good golfers.
Good golfers.
Good
I
golfers,
say good golfers. I looked at Jay's today. He's 3-something. He's number 1 now again. So
Good for
sorry,
him. He wasn't number 1 at Black Desert.
he was not number
You
1
know
at
who
Black
was?
Desert.
This
But
guy.
anyways, so that was another matchup, and there's a couple other matchups. There's the Mark H.
Mark
match.
H's, yeah, the Mark H official.
So the
yeah.
OG won that. Sorry, Captain.
Yeah, that.
I'll see you at
Captain
Plantation.
had and granted, I never played golf with Captain prior to, but I played with him in the unsanctioned events prior to, and he put the ball well.
He hits the ball very well.
Yeah, and then something got into him. I think he got a little bit of desert flu or something.
Yeah,
and
well, I think he had to give Mark a bunch of strokes and whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. So that was another matchup, and I know there's some other matchups that go. Me and Bryce play. I know Mark tries to play Eric, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other different matchups go, but those are like the really sanctioned matchups that everybody keys in on. But then we have the 3 trophies.
Yep.
So the net Dick trophy. So that's the one that gets the last place trophy. Sorry, Mikey D. It went to Mike this year. He is a 2-time winner now.
Congratulations,
yeah, good for
Mike.
you. He took that trophy and put it in a suitcase.
Display it proudly.
And
I think he left on an earlier flight, so no one had to witness him.
That's right.
Getting the trophy.
Yeah.
We'll find a picture of him from somewhere, or we'll modify our Photoshop when we get producer Jared for that.
So, and then we have we'll go with the net trophy since that that's so. Your very own Joey won the net trophy. He took first place at 5.9 over. Second place was myself at 12.3 and Aaron at 12.9. And actually Jay finished top 4, 15.2. So that's good. And then the so you won that trophy. So you got the net trophy. And then the gross trophy, first year the gross trophy, BT8. Stat guy here with all the stats here, pulling them up. You won that as well. You actually won it by 10 strokes. So you beat Jay and Aaron. They both tied us for second place on the gross trophy.
Man,
312 was your score.
Honored. Just honored.
Yeah, you won both of them. Good job. We got a couple videos of that.
That was a lot of fun. It's being engraved currently. That's the only reason why it's not here today.
Okay. We'll put it here. It'll be a display. Yeah, another year disappointing for me getting another second place in the net trophy. Another second. That's just like 4 or 5 times now that I've got second place for that. I started to look at these strokes now. When you start looking at the Grant, though, you got a couple guys that I think have been sandbagging for so many years. When I see them at a 3.7 this morning, you know what I mean? And he was playing at a 7 for so many years. It ticks me off, you know. I've been giving him 4 strokes for 4 rounds every year. That's 16 strokes. Boy, where did he finish? I'm not going to say his name, but he finished number 11th on the net. You know who you are, JS.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
jeez.
JS.
So many,
not
so
J.
many.
The initials.
No,
JS.
I know.
Sandbagger.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and I think
J. Sandbagger.
those
not
that
J.
live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah, not me.
I'm
Not me. I played at a 13-3 a couple of those rounds. That's low for me.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So typically, I played as a 15, played as an 18, now I play at 13. I played at the lowest I've ever played and finished second place. Come on now.
So,
give me a little something.
Well, I'm very honored to be this year's gross and net trophy winner, and I'm sure Danano is very much honored to be the Dick Trophy winner this year. We'll finish this up today with we've actually both ranked the trip, the sanctioned courses together, but we did it the exact same. So we're just going to go through the list really quick so producer Jarrett can get some really cool content for you. Coming in at number 6 is Conestoga.
Yep. These are sanctioned. These are not including Shadow Creek.
Shadow Creek and Valley High or Cascada.
So those not included those because those
or
are
Soggy
those,
Mountain.
Or Soggy Mountain.
Sky Mountain.
So we did not. So top 6.
And again, Conestoga, amazing course. And we're not going to have to they're all great. But number 6 is Conestoga. Number 5,
Coral Canyon.
Number 4,
Sand Hollow. Yep.
Number 3,
Copper Rock.
Number 2,
Wolf Creek.
Number 1,
Black Desert.
Black Desert.
Yeah, it's not even close. Those, I mean, that's it. So Black Desert, Wolf Creek, Copper Rock, San Hollow, Coral Canyon, and then Conestoga.
Love it.
On the sanctioned events, I think we're on the same.
Right there,
I mean,
same thing.
I don't think there was a ranking. I mean, you could. I don't know if there's one you could change out. Can you swap Copper Rock and San Hollow at some points?
No.
Maybe if we would have played San Hollow in the morning and Copper, but no, I'm
Nope.
with you. I think that's a great result for that top six, not including the non-sanctioned. So, yeah, that's that one.
Thank you to Utah. Thank
Yeah.
you to Nevada. Thank you to producer Jarrett. Thank you to Palm Tree Content. Thank you to Bad Bird Golf. Thank you to Vessel. Thank you to EP. Until next time.